Good morning, virtual book lovers. How's everybody doing this morning? We continue to read from our virtual book club book, which is Simple Abundance. And we are at the end of January finally. We are on the January 31st entry. And then there's some post notes for January itself. It says, embracing joyful simplicities. Year by year, the complexities of the spinning world grow more bewildering. And so each year we need all the more to seek peace and comfort in the joyful simplicities. That was written in A Woman's Home Companion in December 1935. As we become curators of our own contentment on the simple abundance path, one of the greatest payoffs is that we start to seek peace and comfort in the joyful simplicities. Little things begin to mean a lot to us. Joyful simplicities nourish body and soul by engaging our senses. They teach us how to live in the present moment. Life comes together when we seek some of the sublime in the ordinary. We all have days in our lives that are marked by great moments of rejoicing and celebration. The baby is born, the promotion comes through, the book contract is signed. But life is not an endless round of cake and champagne. There is a lot of drudgery to most of our days. Sheets to be changed, dry cleaning to be picked up, garbage to be put out. To keep our daily round from being all drudgery, we've got to savor the art of the small. Discovering diminutive delights that bring us peace and pleasure. In 1949, the British playwright J.B. Priestley gathered together such moments in a book of essays entitled Delight. Among his favorites, waking in the morning to the smell of coffee, eggs and bacon, reading detective stories in bed, suddenly doing nothing in the middle of the day, buying books, and enjoying the company of instead of tolerating the company of small children. It's a winter's day. Can you make a pot of homemade soup for supper tonight? I relish this joyful simplicity once a week during the winter. Chopping, paring, and scraping are very calming activities. Really look at the colors of the vegetables, the orange of the carrots, the bright green celery, the pearly white onions. You have a beautiful still life in front of you. Don't rush through the process, but enjoy the mindfulness or the zen of cooking. Isn't the fragrance of homemade soup wonderful? It makes you glad to be alive, or at least at your own house for dinner. Don't you see how we have to seize the essence of life? We have to embrace every moment. People need joy, quiet as much as clothing. Some of them need it far more, Margaret Kohler Graham wrote in 1906. Today, make discovering those joyful simplicities that bring you personal comfort and a sense of well-being one of your highest priorities. And the notes are called Joyful Simplicities for the month of January. These are just kind of some tips for the month of January. Write out the aspirations of your heart as you begin your simple abundance path. Serve a traditional New Year's Day dinner of hopping John black-eyed peas for luck, rice for health, collard greens for prosperity, baked ham and cornbread for delicious eating. I make a scrumptious winter salad of cooked black beans, diced greens, and red peppers and red onion dressed in French vinaigrette, which is served at room temperature. Go through your personal papers at home and organize your desk to get a fresh start on the new year. Discard as much as you can. Hanging new calendars. Try to make your personal space at home where you do your paperwork as inviting as possible. Visit a good stationery store or a very large bookstore and search for a beautiful blank book to use as your gratitude journal. And at a stationery store, you may want to look at different colored papers, inks, and pens. Visit an art supply shop and simply look around. Take in all the different ways that you can begin to express yourself in vivid color on paper, canvas, clay. Does this sound like fun? While you're there, pick up a couple of black-bound artist sketchbooks for use in your illustrated discovery journal you're going to create. My favorite size is 8.5 inches by 11 inches lengthwise. Put up some acrylic magnet picture frames and create a gratitude collage on your refrigerator. Place in it photographs of those you love and are grateful for, such as family, friends, pets. Also place in it reminders of the little things that you're grateful for, like the car repair bill that was less than you had feared. If there's something that you particularly want to come into your life, place a picture of it there and give thanks for it ahead of time. Prepare for a winner's idly. Stock the pantry with real cocoa, tiny marshmallows, and a bar of good chocolate for shaved chocolate toppings. Get some whipped cream and keep it in the refrigerator. When snow comes and school is canceled, stay home with the kids. Lounge about in your pajamas. If you have a fireplace, have a fire all day long. Build a snowman together. Go sledding. Then have some tomato soup in mugs with toasted cheese sandwiches for lunch. Take a nap. Luxuriate in an unexpected day off. Pay a visit to a great junk store. If you don't know one, start looking. Every woman needs a great junk store in her repertoire. Bake a pan of dense, dark, moist gingerbread for after-school tea with your children or for dessert. Read Lori Colwin's delightful More Home Cooking. A writer returns to the kitchen for the ultimate gingerbread recipe. Visit a local library and read some new magazines you don't normally subscribe to. I do this at least once a month. It's fun and it's frugal. Force some spring bulbs to blossom, miniature daffodils, paper white hyacinths, and tulips to brighten your spirit and your home with color and fragrance in midwinter. Visit a local nursery and ask for bulbs specifically bred for this purpose. Browse through gardening catalogs this month. Cut out your favorite flowers and create your own ideal garden on paper. Indulge your passion for rose-covered gazebos in gardening collage and keep it in your illustrated discovery journal. Pretend you're creating a secret garden for your solitary sojourners. What does it look like? What garden accessories and furniture appeal to you? Add them to your collage. Let your fantasies become life on paper first. Send your annual seeds that you can begin planting indoors next month. So those are just some tips for you for the month of January. I kind of feel like she should have put them in the beginning, but I can understand why she put them at the end. And again, none of this is like you absolutely have to do these things, but these things, these suggestions, like the illustrated journal, the gratitude journal, these are the things that you're able to really have the Simple Abundance path come to fruition for you. These are tools that really help you engage in the Simple Abundance mindset and being able to manifest into your life. Remember, we talked about this several times, is it has to become a thought first. You have to believe that this is real. And see what she said? I said this yesterday, is when you have that illustrated journal, right? Say you're looking at your dream house. This is exactly what I want, or whatever you're trying to co-create with the universe. You look at that every day and be thankful that it's already here. Talk to it, talk to the universe in the sense that you already have it. And she said that too, because that makes it more true to be so in your life. You already know it is happening. Now, again, the caveat is it's not going to happen overnight in most cases. I'm not saying it can't happen overnight, but we can't vibrationally move into that space until we've done our work. So it'll be interesting to see how she moves us through this, and how she and her take on moving through your stuff, working on your stuff, so that you can be vibrationally paired with that which you seek. All right, guys, so we made it through the month of January. How are you guys feeling? What takeaways have you gotten from the month of January? Have you done any of the homework? And I hate calling it homework because it seems like, it's you have to do this. But have you done any suggestions that she has made? Any of the journaling? What kind of things have come up for you when you've done that journaling? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And tomorrow we start the month of February. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.